The Minecraft movie is taking over theaters worldwide, raking in hundreds of millions of dollars and causing absolute chaos among fans. The cinemas are packed, and the hype is real. And today on the UVic Games channel, I've gathered you here to break down the most exciting details, hidden Easter eggs, and everything you might have missed while watching this long-awaited film. When the main characters arrive at the village, Henry notices a pig wearing a crown and asks, "Is that the king?" Steve replies, "No, not the king, but a legend." And right away, fans recognize this as a clear reference to Technoblade, one of the most beloved YouTubers in the Minecraft community. He was known for his iconic pig in a crown skin and earned the love of thousands over the years. Sadly, he passed away in 2022 after a long battle with cancer, and his loss left a deep mark on the community. That's why this moment in the film carries weight, and it's definitely no coincidence. As for the criticism about excessive CGI, it's worth noting that many of the sets were actually built in real life. We can see that more clearly thanks to behind-the-scenes footage used in the movie. Many of the weapons, tools, and even armor pieces were actually handcrafted, not CGI. If they look a bit unreal or resemble video game graphics, that's entirely intentional. The creators wanted to stay true to Minecraft's iconic visual style. During the fight with the tiny zombie kid, the little guy suddenly performs a rather unusual move. He leaps into the air with his arms spread wide. And sharp-eyed viewers will instantly recognize this as a clear reference to Nacho Libre, the film starring Jack Black. In that movie, the main character does the exact same jump, arms wide, just like in a dramatic lucha libre moment. At the beginning of the movie, the main characters come across a pink sheep. In the game, sheep are pretty common, but most of them are white. Pink sheep do exist in Minecraft, but they're incredibly rare. The odds of one spawning naturally are less than 1%. So the fact that the heroes found one right away? That's pure luck, like hitting the Minecraft jackpot. There's a scene in the movie where Steve's mom is on a date with a village resident at a restaurant. But take a closer look at the waiter serving them, and you might be surprised. It's Jens Bergensten, one of the original creators of Minecraft. Not only did he make a cameo appearance, but he also worked behind the scenes as a creative consultant throughout the entire production. A fun little Easter egg for the real fans out there. When Henry encounters the Enderman, he begins to experience dark hallucinations, haunting visions of his friends fading away. But the most striking part? We see Steve, with glowing white eyes. That's a clear reference to Herobrine, the central figure of Minecraft's most famous urban legend. Herobrine is a version of Steve with blank white eyes and no pupils. Many describe him as a ghost, a virus, or a mysterious force hidden within the game. He's inspired thousands of stories, mods, and fan theories. And who knows, maybe in the next movie, Herobrine will finally become a canon character. Let's take a look at the scene where the main characters fall from the sky. To survive, Steve quickly uses a bucket of water to soften the landing, saving them just in time. This is a direct nod to a classic Minecraft mechanic. In the game, players can survive long falls if they place water on the ground at the last second. But pulling this off isn't easy, it takes perfect timing and precision. Miss it by even a second, and you're done for. Throughout the movie, the characters are surprised at how quickly day turns to night. It almost feels unnatural. But there's a clever reason behind it. Time works differently in this world. In Minecraft, a full day-night cycle lasts just 20 minutes, 10 minutes of daylight, 10 minutes of night. The director included this detail as a subtle nod to the game's mechanics. A small but fun Easter egg for fans who know how time really flows in Minecraft. In the movie, Henry builds a castle and hides at the top with his friends. It seems like a safe place until a horde of zombies suddenly appears out of nowhere. But how did they get in? The answer lies in the game itself. In Minecraft, zombies can spawn in any dark area, even inside a freshly built castle. To prevent this, players must place torches, because light stops mobs from spawning. So now it all makes sense. Henry didn't know he needed to light up his base. It's a smart detail that shows just how closely the movie mirrors the actual game mechanics. Some elements from the game were noticeably changed in the movie. One clear example is how the creepers behave. In the film, they only explode when struck. But in the actual Minecraft game, creepers sneak up silently on the player, often without any warning. Once they get close enough, they begin to hiss and explode on their own. This gives players just a few seconds to react, dodge, or fight back. It's part of what makes creepers so terrifying. In the movie, this mechanic was simplified, probably to fit the pacing, but it loses some of the tension that fans know so well. In the post-credits scene, we see Steve returning home. There, he's greeted by a mysterious woman with bright orange hair who introduces herself, "I'm Alex." That's right, Alex, another classic Minecraft character. She's the female counterpart to Steve and can be chosen as a default player skin at the start of the game. In the film, we don't see her face clearly, but the credits reveal she's played by Kate McKinnon. Yes, the same actress you've likely seen in Barbie and several hit comedies. So if Minecraft gets a sequel, and the odds are looking good, we'll likely see her take on a much bigger role next time. The Minecraft movie has already broken records at the box office. In its opening weekend, it pulled in $163 million domestically. That's even more than Barbie, which earned $1 million less during its debut. So yeah, the film is officially a commercial hit. And let's be honest, with numbers like that, a sequel is almost guaranteed. The fans want it, and the studio knows they've struck gold. Garrett's shop is packed with treasures for video game collectors. You'll spot several versions of the iconic Game Boy, which is already cool enough. But the real gem? The legendary Nintendo Power Glove. Released back in 1989, this glove let players control games using hand motions. At the time, it felt like something straight out of the future. However, due to its clunky controls and limited game support, it never gained mainstream popularity. But today? It's a collector's dream. Owning a Power Glove means you've got a piece of gaming history in your hands. When Steve gives a tour of the village, he points out a very unusual restaurant. One where chickens are cooked using volcanic lava. Yep, lava-grilled chicken. And believe it or not, that's actually a thing in Minecraft. Players have been using lava to cook food in-game for years. But some took it to the next level, building fully automated chicken farms. These setups breed chickens, drop them into lava, and cook them, all automatically. It's genius, and just a little bit terrifying. When Garrett walks into his retro game shop, he blows into a Nintendo cartridge. And that tiny gesture? Pure nostalgia for older gamers. Back in the day, if a cartridge wasn't working, the go-to fix was simple: blow into it and hope for the best. Later studies showed it didn't actually help, and might have even done damage. But that didn't matter. The ritual became a beloved part of gamer culture. When Garrett meets the auctioneer, he's instantly captivated by a rare console, the Atari Cosmos. But why does it grab his attention so strongly? The Atari Cosmos was a real prototype, the handheld console designed with holographic visuals. It never made it to the market, which makes it incredibly rare. Still, a few test units survived. In 2017, one sold at auction for a whopping $20,000. So yeah, Garrett's excitement? Totally justified. This thing is the holy grail for retro collectors. According to the director, every character in the film represents a different type of real-life gamer. Garrett? He's the seasoned player, the kind who's grown up on classic games with levels, bosses, and clear goals. But then he lands in Minecraft, a sandbox world with no rules and no structure. And suddenly, he's completely out of his element. He gets frustrated because he doesn't know how to win this kind of game. But that's what makes his journey so compelling: he has to learn to adapt. And then there's Henry, the creative player, the kind who sees Minecraft as a canvas, not a competition. He's one of those builders who always comes up with the wildest, most imaginative ideas. The stuff that surprises even the veterans. In the movie, Henry crafts things Steve wouldn't even think of. He represents all the players who push the game forward with creativity, the ones who build, inspire, and innovate. Natalia is the kind of player who doesn't dive into Minecraft for the blocks or the battles, she plays for connection. She steps into the game to bond with her younger brother. And throughout the movie, we see her learning, adapting, and finally understanding him in a way she never could before. For Natalia, Minecraft isn't just a game, it's a bridge. Dawn isn't a typical player. She doesn't chase battles or achievements. Her style is all about caring for animals, building farms, and living in harmony with the world. Many Minecraft players prefer this peaceful approach, and Dawn perfectly represents them. These are the players who truly live the game, those who know every detail of Minecraft inside and out. Dawn represents the type of player for whom Minecraft isn't just a game, but a second life, filled with friends, shared builds, and personal stories. That's why, in the film, Steve eventually leaves the real world behind and starts living fully in Minecraft. Through this, the director ensures that every viewer can find a character that reflects their own way of playing. Write in the comments which fact from the movie surprised you the most, and also share your opinion. Did you like the film or not? You've been watching Uvik Games. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you very soon in the next episode.